Have you ever wondered how much it costs to look presentable? Not glamorous, not wedding day ready, just acceptable. Somewhere along the way, beauty stopped being an event and became a lifestyle. Not something that you dip into occasionally, but a full-blown subscription service where you can't unsubscribe. Except instead of Netflix, it's your face, your body, your hair. And the payment isn't $15 a month. It's your time, your money, and your mental bandwidth. Welcome back to Slightly Put Together, where today we unravel the polished image of modern life and take a look at what's lurking beneath it. I don't know what tomorrow will be. This is a new channel and I'm kind of trying to figure out my vibe. My last video was on perfumes that I think Pope Francis would have liked, so check that out if you haven't. Today's question: who profits when you hate the way you look? Spoiler alert, it's not you. Beauty as a subscription service. The commodification of beauty ramped up in the 20th century. Advertising agencies realized the best way to sell you a product was to sell you a problem and then tell you that they knew how to fix it. Every appointment, every product, every service adds up. There's no final invoice and no moment where you get to say, okay, I'm done. There's a reason why companies worth hundreds of billions of dollars, you can put bronzer on your ears, by the way, exist to fix the problems that we didn't know we had. Wrinkles, pores, stretch marks, even the shape of your lips while you sleep. The logic is simple. You convince people they're flawed and you sell them the cure. The result? An economy built on our collective insecurity. Let me just focus on this for a second. It's such... Oh, it's weird to put makeup on while we're talking about this. Is it? I don't know. Beauty standards are a moving goalpost. The brilliant part of the system is that the standards are always changing. Plump lips, flat stomach, thick brows, then thin brows. To be curvy, wear mascara, then don't wear mascara. Blonde hair, brown hair, you know what I'm saying. Like, it's always going to change. You'll never catch it. It's a treadmill that you cannot get off. So it's best to figure out what works for you specifically and then go with that. But anyway, that's not what we're talking about. That's a different video. And now we're not just chasing trends, we're chasing pixels. My mirror is down here. Beauty fillers, Facetune, and even AI enhanced faces. Seriously, I don't know how I would be in high school right now. When your feed is an endless scroll of flawless skin and surgically snatched jawlines, it starts to feel like you're the only one left with visible pores. Spoiler, you're not. What was flawless 10 years ago is now outdated, not because you've changed, but because the market has. And while beauty standards do tighten their grip on everyone, the burden isn't really shared equally. Studies show that women are expected to invest far more into their appearance than men do. And that's not for personal satisfaction, that's for just basic acceptance in our society. Not participating in this aesthetic behavior, for the most part, does not make you brave. It makes you come across as lazy. I'm not saying that's right. I'm just saying like that's what our brains are doing right now. We're trying to change that culture. And opting out comes with its own social penalties. Men are increasingly expected to participate too. The global men's grooming market is said to hit 115 billion by 2028. And I think that this industry is having a realization where, okay, 50% of the population we could sell to, increase our sales. So I think that men are probably also screwed. I know that body dysmorphia among men is on the rise. Look out for it. It's pervasive and it's little things, men. If you're here, hi, thank you for watching my channel. Modern marketing is slick. It doesn't shame you into buying products anymore. It empowers you to. It tells you that spending hundreds of dollars on skincare isn't insecurity, it's self-care. The cosmetic procedures aren't pressure, they're self-expression. But if empowerment comes with a $300 price tag and an appointment every 6 weeks, is it really self-expression? Is it really freedom? Maybe you like to do that. I'm not here to tell you to stop wearing mascara or to cancel your facial. In fact, I wear mascara every day and I don't really get facials, but I'd probably like to. They're just so damn expensive. I'm just saying we should ask better questions and stop putting so much pressure on ourselves to be perfect. And more importantly, who would we be if we stopped seeing our bodies as problems to be solved? It's not that participating in beauty culture is bad. In fact, I love it. It's just that we shouldn't treat it as a survival strategy, and we shouldn't see a person's inherent worth in what they look like. Problem is that we've gone through putting on glitter at sleepovers when, like, I was a kid, to Sephora teens who have skincare routines and whose parents have them on TikTok, having them use all these chemicals on their faces so that by the time they are my age, surely their face is not going to accept anything that could actually help them when they need it. Not in every case, but quite often it's not about self-expression or an experiment with your identity. It's about preemptively fighting a future you've been told to dread. There's the money, there's the constant comparison, there's the endless checklist of fixes. Studies link this appearance-based fixation to higher rates of depression, body dysmorphia, and lower self-esteem. When the goalpost keeps moving, you don't get to rest. According to a recent survey by the New York Times, Sephora is now the top beauty retailer for American teens, surpassing Ulta. If you don't know, Ulta has a lot more affordable brands than Sephora. I was shopping in Sephora when I was young. The new thing, when I was a teenager, was people just realized they could do their eyebrows. I would use black pencil and color in my eyebrows, and my friends were like, stop doing that, it doesn't look good, but I did it anyway, and I used a lot of bronzer. Teen spending on skincare and fragrance and the whole gamut of goop has shot up. And yeah, a lot of that money probably isn't theirs, it's their parents, but it's setting them up to live a life in which they think they need to buy that level of thing. When, I don't know, check out, I can't remember her name, but this doctor, this dermatologist who speaks about how CeraVe and like just a plain lotion is kind of the best thing you can do for your skin, and sunscreen. It's really sunscreen, you know. But the point is they're being taught that maintaining your appearance is lifelong. Dior literally tried to release a brand of skincare for newborns last year. And it makes no sense to shame individuals for participating in this. It's an impossible double bind. Don't conform and you will risk being ignored. Conform and you lose dollars, hours, and autonomy by a system designed to keep moving to the finish line. The question we aren't asking is this: for all this time and money spent, what are we getting? A picture on Instagram? Fuck Instagram. Instagram's not even fun anymore. That's kind of part of why I'm starting this YouTube channel, is Instagram feels just like I'm being advertised to. Threw it a couple months ago before I took it off my phone. I realized for every one post of my friends, it was about 15 advertisements. It's a bummer. In Illiteracy's video, she speaks about the halo effect. There's a psychological phenomenon where we unconsciously subject traits onto people we think are attractive. Attractive people are perceived to be smarter, friendlier, funnier, more capable, more trustworthy, whether or not they actually are. Pretty privilege has real measurable effects. Attractive people are more likely to get promoted, get granted loans, land job interviews, and receive lighter legal sentences. A 1994 study by Hammermish and Biddle deemed that people who were found above average attractive level-wise earn 10 to 15% more than their below average counterparts. But what Illiteracy points out is that it's especially grim how beauty gets gendered. It's not just about being attractive, it's about showing effort. For women, engaging in beauty culture isn't really optional if you want access to certain opportunities. You have to be seen visibly participating. And ironically, men benefit more from participating despite having a much shorter checklist. A haircut, a shave, a bit of skincare. That's often enough to be labeled as put together or taking care of yourself. Meanwhile, women are expected to juggle hair appointments, makeup, skincare, brows, lashes, nails, anti-aging treatments, and then if you don't look effortlessly flawless, it's your fault. And this economic and social return on investment isn't guaranteed. And for people already marginalized by race, gender identity, or body type, the cost is exponentially higher, while the rewards are frustratingly scarce. A report by the British Beauty Council found that Black women spend 6 times more on beauty than white women, yet consistently earn less from brand partnerships and influencer deals. Trans women often faced a uniquely fraught dynamic where beauty work isn't just about opportunity, it's about safety. Passing as feminine can be protective, but the surgeries and procedures required to meet those standards are astronomically expensive. And there's the digital economy of beauty. We've created a class of algorithmically beautiful people, hyper-visible, hyper-polished creators who seem to effortlessly accrue freebies, sponsorship deals, vacations, and exclusive invites. But it's a tiny, curated club. The farther you are from those standards, the more you have to invest just to be seen as baseline presentable. As I said earlier, I love beauty. The amount I spend on hair oil alone is crazy. What I don't love is feeling like I have to do all those things to stay socially and professionally viable. And while not one person can opt out of the big system, we can start to reshape it by being softer with ourselves, by making room for unfiltered faces in our group chats and doing selfies. By remembering beauty is meant to be shared. There are many different ways of expressing it, and I want to get back to a place where beauty is about play, creativity, and connection. It's a joy. It's fun. It's light. Historically, beauty is something that you did with others. Your grandmother braids your hair. A friend helps you with eyeliner before your night out. You share a glittery lip gloss and see each other in the back of an Uber and just see how beautiful you look. That physical, tactile care. And that's what I think we're being robbed of, those basic human moments. And when you feel like everybody's judging you, you aren't going to take risks. You aren't going to put on like purple lipstick and big winged eyeliner anymore because it's not fashionable and everybody has to fit into this certain thing. You know, there's that trend going around right now where people are shitting on young women for wearing sundresses to clubs. Let them wear sundresses to clubs. What, do you want everybody to look the same? Or the woman in the green dress who got absolutely torn apart on TikTok for complaining about women not dressing up when they go out. We're all different people. Like, if you want to dress up, dress up. But if you don't want to dress up, that's totally fine. It's much more fun when everybody is doing their own thing, when we have a lot of different kinds of people coming together, not when we're all just like this Instagram face. None of this gets fixed overnight, and no one should feel ashamed for their relationship with beauty. I'm literally starting a YouTube channel right here, right now, talking about it, and I'm probably going to review things, and I'm probably going to tell you what I like, but I want it to be fun, and I don't want there to be pressure to buy anything. What you should be asking when you're watching any of these videos is what we're gaining, what we're losing, whether the bargain is still worth it for you personally. Because if you're going to trade your time, money, and labor for something, it should be something you genuinely love, not something you feel trapped by. If you've made it this far, thank you for watching Slightly Put Together. Hit the like button, subscribe, ring the bell for more weird conversations about beauty things that I'm into, other things that I'm into. I'm still trying to figure out what this channel actually is going to be about. I also am interested in interior design and my dogs. I really don't know. I don't know. So like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you later.